National study into the causes of Alzheimer's and dementia has begun, led by researchers here at UW-Madison. What makes the study so unique? Arman Rahman found out. Arman?
Eric, according to the Alzheimer's Association, older black Americans are twice as likely as older white Americans to develop Alzheimer's or another type of dementia. For the first time, this recent study is hoping to understand why. And a black woman from here in Dane County is the first of 2,000 participants nationwide to kick off that search for an answer.
This study is definitely a trailblazer in the field of Alzheimer's disease research.
And the trailblazing has begun as Barbara Smith-Ballin of Dane County had her first brain scans in August. She'll get scans over the next 5 years to track the presence, absence, or change in molecules that are biomarkers called amyloid plaques.
We understand that amyloid plaques are one of the reasons why people end up developing Alzheimer's.
The study will involve participants across all 37 of the Alzheimer's disease research centers in the country. UW Professor of Medicine Ozioma Okonkwo says having Smith-Ballin be the first
is pretty much a watershed,
The National Institute of Health is requiring that 25% of participants around the country should come from minoritized racial and ethnic groups, people with few years of schooling, and people living in poor or rural areas, because they are disproportionately affected by Alzheimer's and dementia, but carry less amyloid plaques.
It's one of those things that scientists are still trying to grapple with. Why do they have a greater burden of the symptoms of the disease, but not necessarily a greater burden of the disease entity in the brain itself?
While past research has merely stated this, Okonkwo is in charge of recruiting more Black and Latinx participants into the study, which he says is new.
It's one thing for researchers to talk the talk. It's something else to actually begin to walk it, that we actually mean what we say about doing more inclusive science, because inclusive science is actually good science.
Now, to get involved in the study here in Dane County, we'll have the email address to contact researchers with this story.